رسوله الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب واحلم له إواجا أحمده سبحانه وتعالى وأشكره وهو أهل الحمد والثناء وأشهد أن لا إله إلا وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله المصطفى اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We thank Allah Almighty always for everything. A'udhu billahi min shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Madad Sultan and Awliya. Allah says, blessed is he who sent down the criterion to his servant, that it may be an admonition to all creatures. He to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth. No son has he begotten, nor has he a partner in his dominion. It is he who created all things and ordered them in due proportions. Yet have they taken besides him gods that can create nothing but are themselves created, that have no control of hurt or good to themselves, nor can they control death, nor life, nor resurrection. Allah Almighty speaks the truth. And that's why it's not necessary to know Allah, because you can never know Allah Almighty. But what it is necessary and what it has been ordered is that we know ourselves. From east to west, north to south, all human beings have been ordered to know themselves. Because when you know yourself, you know your Lord. The way to Allah Almighty is through ourselves. And as we begin to know ourselves, we realize that there are certain things about our mentality that when it attaches to things that are not of us, that are not pleasing to Allah Almighty, it causes a disturbance throughout our whole being. This is why we find ourselves trying to replace reality with things that are synthetic. You can never replace something synthetic with something real. We are real. Allah Almighty has sent us here. We are representing His power. We're the only ones, human beings, that can think. We can decide to go left or right, sideways or backwards. We can use our mentality to make things better for ourselves, or we can use our mentality to make it worse for someone else. We are in the likeness of our Creator, and that power, the heavens didn't want that power, the earth didn't want that power, the mountains didn't want that power. That is a big responsibility. Because now we walk around here, we have the ability to affect change. We have the ability to make earth to be like hell. We have the ability to make earth to be like heaven. Our destiny is Allah Almighty, and our purpose is Allah Almighty's pleasure. When we misconstrue our purpose and our destiny, it not only affects us, but it affects everything that is affected by us. That is a big responsibility. Because not only do we go fall down, others that are connected to us through our ancestry, through our blood, through our connection, they too are affected. Every time a generation comes, there's an army of generations always coming. They're coming here, they live this ancestry. They pray for the descendants. They pray for where they've come from. They pray for those who are around them. And they pray for those who will come after them. And they're asking always, oh Allah, please, from my loins, bring believers, those who are going to submit their will to you, those who are going to keep their promise to you, Allah. Because we know when they're doing good, we're doing good. When they're doing bad, we're doing bad. See, Shaitan has caused us to be so doggone selfish, so doggone narrow, and so doggone limited, and so lazy, and so crazy, and so confused that our ancestors who prayed for our existence to be believers, because we're here now. We're on stage now. We have the ability to pray for our ancestors, and those prayers reach them. We have the ability to pray with those who are present, and our prayers are answered. We have the ability to pray for our descendants, and those prayers are answered. When those prayers are not asked, they don't get the benefit of your ability to pray. And we're here, and all we're asking for is what is here, and only thinking about only what is here, and only living for only what is here, then all those who have gone before us, their prayers become in vain. All those who will come after us, their prayers will not be reached. They will never be reached. And those who are present and connected to us, we do them a disservice. That is a big responsibility that Allah Almighty is going to say, what did you do with that power? I gave you so much power, you had the breath and the spirit of your Creator in you. You could have done anything. Anything good. See, you have to realize that anything you do that's good, you know it's good. Your conscience says it's a good thing. You know it's good. And your soul reflects it and bears witness that it's good. It's not an innovation. It is from Allah Almighty. The only innovation is to do something that is outside of the realm of Allah Almighty. Shaitan is an innovation. Because he is not the nature that Allah Almighty has given us. He represents the worst in us. That is an enemy to Allah Almighty. That is not of Allah. And anything that is not of Allah Almighty must be punished. So anytime we're going through the process of punishment and we keep saying, well, dang, when this gonna stop? If it ain't one thing, it's another. All you got to do is change the way you're thinking. Change your actions. Stop putting nonsense in your mind. Stop putting things in your system that shouldn't be there. Stop doing things or going places where you should not be. It is a guarantee that when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, Shaitan has been allowed to take you. He tests believers, he tests everybody. But when we persist on being disobedient to Allah Almighty, Allah Almighty sends now an evil companion to us that's going to guarantee us to do something evil. It guarantees us. Because now when Allah does that, and Allah will not do that unless we're showing consistent and persistent disobedience to guidance, then Allah Almighty lets loose that evil one to be our constant companion, and we find ourselves doing all kind of things, and we say, I don't know why I did that. You do something horrible to somebody, or you kill somebody, or do something, I don't know why I did that. people are doing that, and you see people are doing all kind of abominations. They do things and they want to be caught. They want to be caught. They want to be stopped. Some people have been saying, you know what, I deserve to be killed. Hang me, shoot me. Do what you need to do to stop me. They become so miserable from that companion that they themselves have induced. We got so much power, it's unbelievable. You can be persistent and consistent in the guidance that Allah Almighty gives us, and Allah will send a good companion to be with you, to make sure that you do all good things and you make it to paradise in this life and the next life. Takbir! But it's our choice. We are powerful. We are so powerful. Shaitan has cheated us. And we think that hell is our domain. Misery is something that, yeah, we deserve it. That is a lie. And if you accept that, it's because you have an evil one as your companion. Allah tells us He will give us dominion. We have been sent here to rule, not to be ruled. Why are we being ruled? Disobedient. Our intelligence is not working. It's a scary thing to be intelligent. To have that awareness is a scary thing. And that's why those people, those servants, when they realized how powerful they were, here's what they did. They asked Allah Almighty for guidance. All of those that became very, very powerful, all those prophets that became very, very powerful, when they had that awareness that they were powerful, they said, oh my Lord, there's no power but your power. Because we will use that power as reckless. When we use that power as we're reckless with that power. We need a will over our will. We need a good companion with us to show us how we may use that power. And that's why the prophets always respected everyone, because they could see the power in the people. Allah says they despise of the hearts. And that's why they deal with us differently than people who don't have no light, no guidance. People that don't have no light and guidance, they mistreat us. They disrespect us. They harm us. Because they think through themselves, because of that evil companion, to make them think that way. Because in thinking that way causes bad manners and causes them to be in a bad hellfire place. That is the curse of having that evil companion with us. They stare in your head 24/7. They get in your heart. And when it gets in your heart, Allah talks about human beings of devil kind. Now we become a full-fledged devil. And we've seen it. We've seen it. And they have to either kill them or lock them up or medicate them. Because their power has become a danger to society. That'll be chained and locked down like a doggone beast. Just think if they use that doggone power to be obedient to Allah Almighty, they will change stuff overnight. But they allow that evil companion to be their companion. So they got to be shut down or killed. This ain't no doggone joke. We're here because Allah has brought us here and allowed us to be here and sustain us. And we're too disrespectful to show respect to our Lord and be who we were created to be. Yet we call ourselves intelligent. We're not intelligent. That's not intelligent. Submit your will to your Lord. That's your intelligence. Be what he has created you to be. Not what you think you should be. Because you think like that, all you're going to do is get an evil companion. Guaranteed hell. This life and the next life. We're asking Allah to forgive us. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wa salamu ala karul muslimin Muhammadin nabiyyi wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. O mankind, Allah says, O mankind, fear your Lord. For the convulsions of the hour of judgment will be a thing terrible. Allah speaks the truth. We don't even like the little pin. You ever had a pin prick? Ow! If a whole calamity, this earth started to open up and fire and brimstone start coming down and then the water stop, and we just, our mind just cannot perceive that this is happening to me. Allah says that'd be a terrible thing. But it doesn't have to happen unless we allow that to happen. Unless we take ourselves and throw ourselves at the mercy of our Lord and under guidance to be guided, to be Allah's representatives, then the world becomes our servant. And we can help people who are lost and don't understand. We can have the facilities that we need. You think only the people in here need guidance? There's no place that don't need guidance right now. We need to have the facilities. So we need to take back all the money that Shaitan and stole, all the wealth that Shaitan and stole from the believers. We got to take it back. He set up his own institutions. He set up his own networks. He set up his own TV stations, radio stations, newspaper, media, and all of that to subliminally bombard us so we can start to thinking that stinking thinking of being disobedient to Allah Almighty. We got to take it back. It's like you can say a good word, you can say a bad word. You can show a good picture, you can show a bad picture. You can give a good sound or you can give a bad sound. Allah Almighty now is arousing the believers to the fight. All the gangsters for Allah Almighty from east to west, north to south are being called as we speak. You're either going to run with them or be run over by them. I promise you. I promise you. They're about to take over everything. From east to west, north to south. And guess what's going to help them? The calamities. We're going to be rolling with them. They might be rolling, they might be on a horse rolling off an earthquake, just part of the earth falling, they jumping on the other side because this is the only part that's free. Riding through using everything that Allah Almighty is going to avail to their service to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth as we speak. How you going to ride? How you going to ride? Are you going to ride or are you going to be somebody going to ride over you? That's where it is now. There are no in-betweens. It's either Allah's apostle and the Rasul, or it's Shaitan and his student. Shaitan ain't cool no more. He never was cool. This day is the day of the believers. Now from east to west, north to south, from Jews, Christians, Muslims, black people, white people, red people, yellow people. Their hearts are uniting now. for the fight. There are two armies being set up. Shaitan's army and Allah Almighty's army. And the party of Allah gonna win. The army of Allah gonna win. There's always one. But Shaitan has done his homework and made us not to believe. And convinced us that he does not exist. And so now we have an evil companion that's putting doubt in us and saying, don't listen to him. He's crazy. Statistically, mathematically, it's impossible for the things he's saying to come about. All right, did the people of Moses say that? The people of Jesus say that? They all said that until they saw it. Believe me, the evidence will be shown. The evidence will be its evidence. And if we're not asking to be obedient servants, and we're just asking for the evidence will come at a time when you won't be able to be an obedient servant. Use your wisdom. Don't be foolish. Asking Allah to forgive us here and have the woman Allah to forgive Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina an'amta 'alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi 'alayhim waladdallin. That was the Quran.